Afternoon, everyone. I'm John Kenny. I'm Development Director at CEG, a broad-based property company with interests throughout the UK. Our development business is a strategic land and regeneration company. We're bringing forward development on over 8,500 acres of land across the UK, together accounting for over 60,000 potential new homes. For more than the last decade, we've embraced localism, working with communities, parish and town councils and local groups to make sure that their views are fully reflected in our proposals. In the last 18 months, we've secured over 20 planning consents for over 12,000 new homes and 2 million square feet of commercial floor space. Every single one of those consents was secured at the local level. Our approach is to work as community makers or master developers and infuse and engage everyone that has an interest in development, working closely with the communities and groups to deliver sustainable, well-designed environments. Of their experience in Tame, Councillor Mike Dwyer, who sits on the Town Council, said that the council had worked extremely hard for over 2 years to ensure the residents of the town had the best future possible. And the support that they'd received from CEG had been invaluable in that process, which they've undertaken, and it was a model of how to run an inclusive consultation. Now, as Helen's explained, the origins of the Tame sort of local plan, neighbourhood plan, began with a sort of a disagreement between South Oxfordshire and the Town Council about what the best direction was for the town. South Oxfordshire settled on a preferred single site allocation, and the Town Council desired a strategy of spreading growth around the town. Now, sensibly, in our opinion, the inspector balanced the strategic needs of the district council with the desire of the Town Council to develop a neighbourhood plan and set a firm policy direction to South Oxfordshire to deliver 775 dwellings, crucially, within a timescale of April 2013. And the challenge then fell to the Town Council to show that it indeed was capable, that it could put the evidence base in place and the operational infrastructure behind a neighbourhood plan to fund it and resource it, get the political support, take it through a hearing and ultimately a referendum within 2 years. Now, the long and short of all of that is that neighbourhood planning created a process and a framework that engaged the people of Tame, but that crucially allowed us as a developer to show that we shared their vision for the town and that we were committed to working with them in an open and transparent way to deliver the growth that the town needed. Now, we may only be the first organisation that's been through this, I think, from the cradle to grave, and we've secured planning permission and housing will be delivered later this year, and it's been the catalyst for us getting involved in many more neighbourhood plans across the country. Now, the Town Council approached this with real professionalism because they had to address some big issues. You know, the local feeling towards development, local housing needs and local policy, national policies, European policy, specifically SEAs, and the referendum. It's quite a lot to take on in a short period of time, but it exercised those newly acquired rights to make important decisions on the things that mattered to them. Primarily, in my view, quality. And it was greatly assisted in that the brief was kept simple because the amount of development they needed to deliver was fixed. And that allowed the Town Council to choose and focus on releasing the right amount of land in the locations where they wanted growth to occur and to allow development to come forward in a way that complemented the character and qualities of the town. To take it through a referendum, to deliver 3,600 votes out of a population of 11,000 people, again, people have referred to the North Korean qualities of this, but I think it was quite an achievement. But where does it take us overall? And I think that coming out of this experience, there are some key lessons. The importance, in my view, to the successful outcome, in addition to the drive of people like Helen Stewart, was the tight policy background set by the inspector, requiring land for a minimum number of homes set at the district level to be identified by the Town Council within a clear timetable. And in our view, this is essential if the objective of the neighbourhood plan is truly to deliver housing. And I think it's vital in two sort of key directions. Firstly, the confidence of the communities that are taking part. Secondly, the cooperation of landowners and developers who will need to participate if land is to come forward. And if that's achieved, in my view, together they'll then collaborate to deliver the objectives. In the absence of either a set minimum or a clear time frame, I think the risks to housing being delivered are considerable. Thank you very much for listening to me today.